Hey everyone, my name's Pupsker, and today we're going over Protea, her abilities, and generally just how to play her. Protea is actually a pretty fun Warframe in my opinion. So first, let's actually just go over the general abilities. Passive is every 4th power cast is granted 100% power strength, which is very good on pretty much this boyo right here, but it's usable on all of them realistically. Except this one, who cares about this one? Anyways, first off is Grenade Fan. Throw out 3 grenades in an arc. Tap Shrapnel Vortex, creates a slashing, staggering swirl of shrapnel. Hold Shield Satellites. Protea reconfigures 3 grenades to work as overcharging shield generators, protecting her allies, and companions. When shields break, a satellite is destroyed to extend the period of invulnerability. So essentially this, you throw the grenades down, you hold, and it gives your allies and you a shield. Honestly, I think this is really good. Great utility on the shield. 825 shield with a minimal power strength increase. Yeah, I just would recommend. And the shields per second's pretty good. All in all, it's good. Like, the damage is good enough. It's not obviously going to do thousands upon thousands of damage, but yeah, it's good enough. I like that it's actually a pretty long duration too, so you can spam out a ton of them, and they actually last quite some time. Radius isn't anything special, but I mean, 5 meters isn't the worst at all. Plus, if you actually build for range, that's not bad. And all in all, the drain's not bad either. I actually like this ability, not gonna lie. Reminds me of Vauban a ton. No shock there. Blaze Artillery. Deploys an artillery unit to blast plasma charges at enemies it faces. Each enemy hit increases the power of subsequent plasma attacks. Now, this is really good, but it's a really short duration. So, it's up to you. Everything's really not bad. Same damage as the grenades, actually, so, yeah, I'll let you think about that. Really short duration of base 3 seconds. That's kind of a pain, and it gets, no matter what, 100% plus damage per hit. And the range is by base 30 meters, and it actually only has a 130-degree firing arc, so it's not going to be doing sick 180 no-scopes. It's not going to do that. All in all, it's good. But it's not super OP, but yeah, it's good. It's heat damage, whatever. Dispensary, this one's pure support, deploys a device that generates 3 pickups after a short delay, empowered health orb, universal ammo pack, and energy orb. So no surprise here, this is just pure utility and support. It gets you just items, right? It gets you health, gets you energy, and it gets you ammo. So it's pure utility, not items per se, but drops, I guess. And there's giving it power strength, I think, gives it extra pickup chance. Yeah, it's not actually too bad, but yeah, that's look like power strength gives it extra pickup chance, so weird. And lastly, Temporal Anchor. This is actually what her entirety builds around, is her 4th ability. Drops a Temporal Anchor, which, after a short duration, Protea rewinds to triggering a Temporal Implosion. Implosion damage increases based on damage dealt between Anchor, drop, and rewind. Everything lost or expended in that time is returned. Dying while Anchor is active rewinds Protea to the anchor, saving her. Protea is knocked down and the anchor vanishes. This is what her build is based around, essentially. You use this, do a bunch of drops and use a bunch of abilities, do a bunch of damage, use it again, you come back, it does some damage, great. So the damage on this I don't actually care about because generally there's not a bunch of units standing where you were. Because hell, you have some duration on this, it lasts like 14 plus seconds if you really want it, even longer. You can have it like 20 seconds if you really care, but it can be a long time. You're not going to have a bunch of enemies standing around. And yeah, you use this, you run around, do damage, and then you rewind time. It is great. Now, I will go over my build quickly because it is a very basic build. The only thing I would do is rip out Cunning Drift and really add whatever other mod I could afford right now. Honestly, I'm not too sure. I might add... Probably, if I die a lot, I would add one of these. But here's the thing about Protea. You're not going to die a ton. So chances are I would just give probably more efficiency or, hell, more range if I really care. But this is essentially my build. Corrosive Protection just for Corrosive Protection. And generally my idea is this. I don't want a ton of negatives. I just think this Warframe is decent with everything. Least bit being range, but range is still very important, so I don't want to nerf range a ton. So here's the idea. I have enough duration so my ult lasts a decent amount, and I can place down all of my energy's worth of items, because once you rewind, you get everything back. It's actually a great idea. The idea behind Protea is essentially this. You use your ultimate, or so your fourth ability, right? That costs base a decent amount, right? Base is 100 energy, but you get some efficiency, it costs 70. So you throw that down, you lose 70 energy, okay? And then you have the rest of the energy to spam out blaze artillery, grenade fans, always one dispenser right after you use Temporal Anchor. So you use Temporal Anchor, throw down a dispensary, and then spam these boyos. Reason being, you go back in time, you get all of your energy back, other than obviously the 70 used here, and then you'll pick up the dispensary energy, hopefully getting you close enough to the max. The best thing about rewinding time is your drops don't go away, so usually you'll want to throw down blaze artilleries and grenade fans. Grenade fans last a lot longer, so honestly it's so much better that way. Throwing a ton of those and then some blaze artillery to do quick damage. And that's what my build represents. It represents a decent build where you can do kind of everything there. It gives you some efficiency, duration, range, and strength, because you don't actually want really many negatives on Protea, because you want enough efficiency so you can fully spam out your energy during that time in your 14 seconds for me ultimate span that I have. So that gives me just enough time. I could very quickly sometimes spam out blaze artilleries, use up all my energy, or I can throw down grenades as well. So you just want enough efficiency so you can effectively use your energy during your ultimate period. That's different for everyone. I prefer this playstyle. The one thing I would recommend is getting, maxing out all the mods and then replacing them with primed variants if needed. Probably not primed stretch, probably more primed, probably not prime stretch. Probably more. I would rather have more intensify. You can swap them out with umbral mods. It just doesn't seem worth it, because to get the good amount of ability strength, you would need health and armor, which is honestly worthless. So 100%, I would say build more efficiency, strength, range, duration, whatever. But this is my base build. I want this to do everything. So that is the general idea. It's not a perfect build. Nobody's build will be perfect. And hell, as for the arcanes that I have on, who cares? My arcanes suck. So I would just do damage arcanes, to be honest, because you keep up so much resources as Protea. If you die during your ultimate, then it doesn't even matter because you just go back in time. So Protea doesn't need anything like that. It's just such a useful Warframe. I don't think Protea is super meta. Like, let's be honest here, her damage numbers aren't insanely high. She's not gonna be the best Warframe out there, but her abilities do decent enough damage to be usable. All of the abilities are pretty cool. I like the support abilities, and I like playing Protea. It's a really fun combination of attacks to use to actually just combo out. It's a 15-second combo timer. That's her essential gameplay loop for me. 15-second combo timer, and that's Protea, right? Throw that ultimate down, you throw down the dispenser, and then you chuck out grenades, shields, and cannons. And honestly, yeah, I like Protea. If you really want, you could build her around her ultimate, or away from her ultimate, I guess, but that just seems pointless. Like, you can do so much more damage if you play to her strengths of her ultimate. Like, DE obviously built her that way, that's her point, and she's pretty fun. So all in all, would recommend. She's not like hella meta or anything probably, but I like her, she's fun. I don't see why I wouldn't play her ever. Other than in hard mode, probably not super useful there, but who knows? Anyways, guys, that's the end of this video. If you liked it, please like, comment, favorite, rate, subscribe. Check out some of my other Warframe videos, and I will see you guys next time. Peace.